Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. It's Thursday, and Bitcoin is on the cusp of a massive bearish breakdown. Today it's down 2.73%, only $550. But I'm telling you, man, it's very, very bad. Once this breaks, bye-bye. Bye-bye all of crypto. Hidden bearish divergence continues to mature, and it's just not going to end well. If this plays out, we know the trend long-term is bearish. How do we know that? Only lower highs, lower lows for a long time, the whole year. And so in a downtrend, right, our bearish indicators and bearish trends are most of the time, oftentimes reliable. And if they are reliable, they very well can outperform. If you get any sort of moderate performance, bye-bye Bitcoin, bye-bye all of crypto. This level's not going to hold 19. You're like, I'm looking on Coinbase to the T, and you're just right at it, man. You've tested it the past 12 hours, literally 12 hours. And we have a daily candle close in less than 4 minutes. I am late. One of my good friends from high school is in town. So I wanted to go see his family and stuff. Got caught in some traffic. So great time over there. Well, yeah, what do you want from me, man? A live stream for 8 hours yesterday for the merge. Went live on Scott Carney's stream today for an hour and a half plus. Did all this stuff, and now I'm back, and I'm exhausted. Didn't get enough sleep. I'm just dead. I'm a zombie right now. All right, but I'm trying to keep it going. Okay, trying. And that's it, man. So, precipice of major downside. You don't want to break this. It looks like you're going to. And we have a bearish edge, unfortunately. Okay, that's it. What was the big deal, though, yesterday? The Ethereum merge, complete. Bearish engulfing candle, confirmed in less than 3 minutes. I have concerns. I have problems. I have issues. You see the same bearish edge on Ethereum that you had on Bitcoin. You have it across the market. The daily bearish, hidden bearish divergence is everywhere. Negative momentum. Seeing it again for the first time since the 6th. And you could just imagine that we'll see more negative momentum. I think you're going to go test 1420. Again, it's all about the levels. No idea if it's going to hold. If it doesn't hold, you're going to 1220. I'm thinking you're developing some sort of massive M shape right now, right? The bad action magnet move, the B point is right here, that 1420 made the lower high. And once you break the BAMM, the 886 takes you to $1,000, very close to 980. It made plenty of sense. Why would you not see that? Look at the lows, like June 19th, June 30th, and then July 13th, right? I mean, that pattern completion zone of the bat is confluent with some swing lows, and it takes you all the way back to one of the dead cat bounces from February 2018. Perfect. Makes too much sense. Too much sense down there. Can't be surprised if that happens. You just can't be. All right? Can't be surprised. So that means, unfortunately, if this was to just complete, if we were just to go to the 886 and do what you do traditional markets all the time, right? You complete M shapes. That means there's like 30% more downside from here. 30. That is really unfortunate, you know? 30%. I'll just show you. That's it, 31. Sorry, 31% downside. Okay. So that's your Ethereum analysis. Nothing good. Long-term downtrend is very well intact. You've recently, in my opinion, what it looks like is you've made one high and then a slightly higher high, but it doesn't matter. It's about the same high, and that's just confirming distribution. It's like a double top of sorts. Market participants are confirming there are way less, owners of the asset than there was August 14th. And now you're starting to roll over. 1420 seems imminent. And then below that, yeah, eventually $1,000, 1,020. Okay. Okay. BNB. There it is. There's a new day chat. Jesus chimes. Let's go to Bitcoin just for a sec. To see that you have technically bearishly engulfed. A technical bearish engulfing candle, but technically, as you can see, you somehow held that $19,650.01 area. That was the daily candle high close from December of 2017, right, where traders settled up at their highest level ever. Way back here. Here it is. You can see it there. December 16th, 2017. You held again, but barely. Yikes. Will it hold, chat? Doesn't look like it at all, does it? No. And the way you look at the equities market, again, that's kind of been the premise of why I can't have any bullish conviction on this market. I cannot. They look too awful, and they look like there's just too much downside on them, and there's no way crypto holds up if they go down. There's no way at all. Okay, so I just went back to it because the daily closed, new daily candle. Look on the 8 stuff. It's the graphic. There it is. So we looked at, Ethereum, I guess the new day for a sec. Massive bearish engulfing candle confirmed. That's it. Very close to falling into the bearish control zone on the RSI. You haven't done that yet. Yeah. But it seems very possible that's coming. You just give it enough time. BNB and XRP, we look at it. Bearish engulfing candle, and here you are, just like Bitcoin, sitting at its very, very real inflection point. So is XRP. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed, and you closed right at it. 32.5 cents below that. You could be going to 25 cents. There's so much downside potential based on what history tells us. Okay, a minimum 28 cents, but most likely based on history, 25 cents. It's very ugly. It's very, very ugly right now, right? Isn't like momentum already shifting back to bears again? Really? And of course, right, you do have the hidden bearish divergence. I think, certainly hidden bearish divergence on the daily on XRP, just like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I think BNB, implying a continuation downward, right? If the TA is respected, we go down next, not up, unfortunately. There it is. Starting to show negative momentum today. Not yesterday, today, the new day. 3 minutes ago. Opened. Okay, that sucks, dude. Get wrecked. Cardano. I mean, showing the same thing that Ethereum was showing. I don't trust it. You can't trust it, man. I mean, it's awesome that it had the harmonic and all the things you're looking for in a bull trend. I don't trust this, man. I mean, it's there. But dude, again, it's more. This time it's just more than what you're seeing. Okay. I think if anything, you would go down to test 43 cents again.
Please. Great job on the 8 hours stream, man. You absolute warrior.
Oh, what's up, Craig, dude? Thanks, man. We'll look at link to Ethereum. Yeah, dude. That was not easy at all. Required alcohol and hype in the chat, which we got some, And now I'm just kind of like hungover, lack of sleep, lack of energy. I'm exhausted. There's bearish divergence on me literally right now. Okay. On me streaming. Okay. So just bear with me. I know Scott Carney will be joining me soon, I think, said he needed a little time, but coincidentally I was going to be late. So I just don't care about any structural development on any of these altcoins when we know what the index funds are doing. When Google's making its lowest daily candle close in a year and a half with no formal support looking left for a long time till much lower. Microsoft testing levels that, it might have broken it today at the close. It was really close. Bad times, man. Part 2 of the bearish market we've been in all year. It seems like it's trying to start. And 'tis the season. 'Tis the season for that. Okay, acceleration of downtrends. Late Q3 and Q4. That's when it starts. Historically, like, you know, the past 20 like bear markets, downtrends we've been in, only like 4 or 5 of them saw the lows of the downtrend before August. So again, if we're talking about historical data, it is more probable we have not seen the bottom of the downtrend yet. Just history. It's history, man. Yeah. So look at this. All you're doing is like the high and then the lower high and another lower high. Hidden bearish divergence is there. It's okay. It doesn't really, you know, it's not testing supports and stuff like Bitcoin and XRP are, and almost Ethereum. But yeah, man, I think like 40 cents, 38 cents eventually, especially if Bitcoin gets going the downside. And then after 38 cents, you don't even want to know, man. It's so bad. It's like real depression hours, like 12 cents, 11 cents eventually for the stronger supports. It already made an 88% retrace too. Ugly, man. Okay. Cardano, and then what was next? I don't remember, dude. Changes every day. Sol, yeah, Sol bad. Just only bearish. Only bearish. You don't even look at this till 20 bucks eventually. You don't even look at this till 20 bucks, dude. You just do nothing. Just don't own it. It just back tested successfully a level, regarded it as resistance, bearishly engulfed, and that's it. It's the bearish engulfing candle is still extremely valid. There's hidden bearish divergence, implying continuation down next. I believe it. I believe it on this one for sure. Here are the levels. That's most likely where you're going. If you're patient, if you wait long enough, you'll get that. Oh, Dogecoin, man. Like, I even care. Same thing. It's like Sol. Just who cares? I think Doge is going to eventually see 4.2 cents. And once 4.2 cents breaks, we go to 2 cents. You can only be bearish on this asset. It only just did the most bearish thing you could ever dream of. Tested inflection point after breaking it as resistance a couple times, and it's rolling over and just confirmed a bearish engulfing candle. In fact, the lowest daily candle close on Doge since Black Saturday, June 18th. So we have multi-month lows confirmed just moments ago on Doge. Only bearish, dude. Nothing to even talk about till at least 5 cents, 4.9 cents, but most likely I'm thinking 4.2 cents because of the memes, because of the jokes, right?
Is that a joint?
Yeah, that's it. So much lower to go. If you're patient, you'll get lower prices. Being long on this is kind of crazy right now. It is. There's no point in being long. It's like you're just asking to lose money. Okay. That's your Doge. Let's go to DOT that looked okay. I have no faith in anything crypto, right? The potential third valley, which wasn't even, there's no way. It's almost like a right-angled ascending broadening formation now. And dude, you had all the makings. Like in a bull market, this is the dream team combination of variables. Now it is this. I feel very strongly that we're going much lower now. Like this type of not harmonic. This type of structure is very, very bearish. Okay, very, very bearish. Right-angled ascending broadening formation. Once this breaks, bye-bye. Bye. See you, DOT. Yep. You know what this looks like? I mean, I can show you. This is how semiconductors came crashing down from the top. This is how Hex collapsed. These structures developed before both of those those big markdowns. Okay. Different, assets and also different market. So I have no hope. And now I think, we're screwed. I think we're screwed now. Look, you're testing the 200 resistance. No way, man. No way anymore. Nope. Yeah, it's a crazy day today, right? The merge happened, and little did I know that the same day of the historic Ethereum merge, We have the Lehman Brothers anniversary, 14-year anniversary of their bankruptcy, and it also is the anniversary of the publication of the Silmarillion, like my favorite book of all time, Tolkien, right? So big day today. Busy day, but also big day. Love it. Happy to be here for at least a little bit. Okay, so Dot, you're screwed probably. And do you want to see the pattern? Do you really want to see it? I mean, I'll show you. We'll just look at total, and then I'll show you another example of this right angle descending bright information, the outcome of it. Okay, even recently in 2022. Here you are. Here's total, identifying a 113 bearish shark collapsing at the pattern completion zone, and only bearish, right? The only thing you can be is bearish below 960. I know it's been choppy, but dude, again, that's it. If you're below this level, I think you're going to 840 eventually. Okay, that's it. That is it. And really, after this buying climax, you've now confirmed, right? Yeah, distribution, you never know, man. It could continue up and we can go much higher, but now you have, I think, confirmed distribution. One time, no one knows. Second time, everyone knows. So it's time to mark down more majorly. All right. That's it. So I'll play the sound clip, whatever.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
Oh, sorry, wrong button, dude.
And then, just like that,
Bitcoin going to zero.
What's up, Manos? How you doing, man?
Hi Mitch, can please you have a look at Atom for a potential short? Thank you.
We can do it, man. We will look at Atom. Thank you, Manos. Atom's been incredible. It was up like 10% yesterday. It's insane. It's an anomaly. Massive anomaly. All right. So, downside potential from here. Talking like 9% minimum. And then if we're going to the bottom, 17% downside. Wow. What was that? Bitcoin on the new day has once again tested $19,650 and not broken it. There are still small bids there for now. Maybe demand's being absorbed. Definitely looks like it for now, right? You're on your last line of defense. Let me show you, dude, real quick, a right angle descending routing formation, a recent one, right? We can go to the SOX, I think. Semiconductor ETF. Yes, it was beautiful. This one will be like the one on dot would be acting as a continuation. This was a reversal. So, but here it is, man. Here it is, that fateful day back beginning of the year, right? You have upsloping supply line and a horizontal line support. And then the break, and then you're done. Even a nice back test pretty much of the level's resistance to the 200 moving average. So, and that's it, man. That's how it all ended for all semiconductors, okay? And it shows like this on NVIDIA. I think a few others, you know. But that's one, okay? That's one example. Another example would just be Hex. It was beautiful, dude. It was gorgeous. Still there. This is now more like it, right? Hex like was really interesting, and then it rallied off the lows here, and then made a higher high, but could not sustain, and then you rolled over. And once you hit this level again, that was it. We identified that bearish continuation pattern and became bearish, because then like once you tested this level, then you knew it was a real structure. And the absorption of remaining demand finally completed. You ran out of demand, and then supply took over, and you dumped very hard, very fast. Once it truly broke, you lost 66% of your value in 6 days before any sort of reaction. 66%. So you see that. Showed you 2 examples just this year alone of that bearish structure. And yeah, it's not that visible on the daily, but it certainly is on the 4-hour. So staring at that, knowing what this pattern is, I just don't know how you could really have any bullish conviction, even at a key level. You've been testing this key level, testing. Now you're like rallying and you're just making lower highs than the previous highs. That's distribution. Distribution being confirmed again. Very weak. The bulls had their chance, and this is what they came up with. Literally trash. So maybe it holds and bounces. That's great and all, but I mean, once this breaks, I'm thinking you got downside potential, 18% downside from here. Probably a measured move too. Probably would fit like a glove. Okay. Yeah, man, we got, so we've looked at like the bigger cryptos. Let's run on over to the S&P 500 so you can see. This is just, again, a big part of why you just can't be bullish on crypto, because the equities market owns crypto. And you had today, what occurred today? A bearish engulfing candle, and it closed right at that low from September 6th. You've now fallen into the bearish control zone on the 4-hour. That's real life. Bearish, and you have bearish divergence, hidden bearish divergence on the oscillators. It's awful, man. It's terrible. Bitcoin is breaking support right now as I'm speaking to you. We are currently below the 2017 daily candle high close right now by about $25, $20, $30, whatever.
Here's to back-to-back losses for the Aggies, hopefully. Bunnies is maybe the most overrated, overpaid coach in college football.
Scabble Gabble, maybe that was his point. He lost Appalachian State, so Bama would write them off and overlook them. And maybe that's what he wanted to do, right? To get Bama cocky. Just kidding. Nah, it was terrible. How do you have a $2 billion booster? Oh, chat, do you see what this alert just was? This is the US dollar to the Thai baht. This is very significant. I can't remember. I set alerts sometimes and just forget about them. And I'm like, oh my God, if we're just seeing this randomly, time to go on vacation to Thailand. You just hit the highest level ever? No, highest level since 2006 on the Thai baht. And there's nothing here, man. Nothing. Larry, it's straight up and down all around. You could be headed to 41.65 here. US dollar destroying these smaller currencies. Okay. Get wrecked. Go to Thailand. I just had an alert above here again, so I can just stay informed on it getting demolished. Nice. I can imagine there are other currency pairs that are getting wrecked too right now, but let's stick to the S&P. Interrupted, right? Let's just go to the Dow Jones. It performed a little bit better. A little bit better, you know, but still had its lowest daily candle close since July 14th, so over a month. Only bearish. You cannot be bullish at all. If you're below 33,000 repeating, of course, there's nothing to do. You can't be long. You're in the crash zone. I think eventually you'll test the lows. 29,564 will eventually be tested, the pre-COVID crash highs. And once you break that, bye-bye Dow Jones, gap fill at 28,367. That's it. It's that simple. Bearish. Wow. Bearish all year. Dude, you're bearish all year. Yeah, dude, you're bearish all year. Yeah. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. That's a bear trend. And it's not even over. It's not even close to being over. We're in a recession. Certainly. Can we get an audio check? Maybe a little loud. Are we okay on decibel levels? Dealer. We're good. We're okay. Good stuff. Good to know. Oh, nice. At least being late, sun went down, so I can have all my windows up, man. Look at that. Music's low. Oh, it's a little loud, but not bad. Literally the absolute opposite. That's why I just kind of rely on mods, like Brad, you know. Okay, cool. So continuing the index fund journey of the stream. You closed right at, you closed slightly higher. So it was only the lowest close since the 6th. There's nothing to do here, man. I think you're going to like 11,000, 10.8. Go maybe back to the gap fill, 11,160. You are in a thin order book area where the bids or the asks are going to be at either 12K or 11K or 10.8. All right. You can only be bearish. The only thing to do is to be bearish on the NASDAQ composite. Okay. That's it. That's simple.
Morning from Bali. I'm not sure how to figure good stop loss levels. Opened ETH short deep in profit yesterday and not sure how to calculate.
Hi, Chris. Normally, you'd be putting your stop losses marginally above previous peaks. Right? That's it. Normally. Or just marginally above key inflection points. And you're hoping that, you know, just for instance, if you were kind of short, you think like strategically, hey man, I might short because it's hitting the supply line again on a back test. You know, it's like, this is a bad example because it's like, oh, of course, man. But when you think like shorting somewhat above the supply line somewhere, you know, because right, if you break the supply line, you're breaking, you know, you're already above a key level. You might run all the way up to 13K. So you just get stopped out at 12,390 or something, and then it runs to 13K. You take on, you know, some minimal losses up here, but it's like kind of a lower risk area for short because at a supply line, there is oftentimes supply. So people selling. That was the case, obviously, this time, looking back, right? Like something like Ethereum. I mean, you could, if you were shorting Ethereum, I mean, I guess the way, you know, you could say, hey, I'm strategizing the bearish engulfing candle. But really, I mean, the most strategic stop would have been, you know, somewhere slightly above 1730. Because that's the inflection point. That's a very real level where if you break it, almost 100% chance of going to 1972. But look how far away you are from that now. It's hard to strategize a stop loss now. I guess like if you try to like have a stop just above the bearish engulfing because you're trying to play a bearish engulfing candle now. And if it breaks above the engulfing candle, it's an invalid bearish engulfing. So that's your argument. So I think we're going to 1420 and testing that. And I don't think it's going to be as favorable this time as it was on the 28th. Okay, let's go to the Russell 2000. I mean, this one's kind of like BNB. It's like, it's not an inflection point. You're in between two massive levels, 1740 and 1926. I think you're going to go test 1743 based on the way the S&P and the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ and the Qs look. Speaking of the Qs, so bearish, dude. So bearish. Your lowest daily candle close since July 18th, excuse me. Below $300, straight up, straight down, below 300, most likely going to 267. That's the target. That is a target on the Qs. As you can see what happened, the supply line, you up thrusted through it, you fell below it, you've now successfully back tested it, which is reconfirming the validity of it as a supply line. You're in a downtrend, so supply lines like this mean you are in overbought territory. Okay, time to sell off. And look at you now. You broke this kind of neckline. It was not just the neckline, it was the inflection point from October 2020. Just bad. Very, very not oversold, but certainly in the bearish control zone, like 38 on the RSI. So much downside before you become oversold. Yeah, it's only bearish. There is no bullish argument right now. There's none. Sorry, not with traditional technical analysis. Maybe with opium and whatever, TikTok Rudy Poo stuff. I don't even know what the... It'd have to be made up to have a bullish argument. You'd have to make something up. Okay, cool. You're below all critical levels. Great. Let's look at that. So that was... Oh, sorry, I gotta play the sound clip for that one because it's technology.
Technology. What is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
It's certainly whack. Right now, until new data presents itself that gets us above $300 and the supply line, you cannot be bullish right now. That's it. All right, let's switch it over to gold. That is screwed. Gold screwed. Broke a key support. You can't be surprised, man. You cannot be surprised. Below 1677, 1682, hyper bearish. Hyper bearish. It's the only thing to be. A massive double top has been confirmed yesterday, which is kind of today. Confirmed with a candle close. You might back test 1677, 1682. But this is the worst. There is nothing here, man. History tells us your next target's $1,500 and change. The Tower of Berador, Sauron, and get it, Tower of Berador didn't exist in Silmarillion, which the anniversary is today of its publication. But Sauron existed in Silmarillion. He got wrecked a couple of times too. It was hilarious. Read about it. He got wrecked by a hound. So either way, it's pretty cool though. But you know, and speaking of Silmarillion, we go to the monthly on gold and understand you have the Tower of Berador, which is Sauron's tower. Well, guess what? You got this is Thangorodrim. Thangorodrim right here. The Tower of Thangorodrim, which was Morgoth's fortress in Angband. This is terrible. This is like... This was back in 2001. It's over, dude. This is like a 7,637 day double top. It's a massive M, or yeah, beginning of the M shape. This is Bitcoin at 65K. This is Bitcoin at 69K. The upthrust, the failure. Wow. No, I'm not watching Rings of Power, dude. Why would I love Rings of Power? They don't do anything. Like, it's terrible. It's not Silmarillion at all. None of it. It's all bullcrap. They're like, they've ruined the source material. It's so stupid. Like, they take Tolkien's work and then they make it their own. It's stupidity. Trash writing. Rings of Power. It's a joke. Hey, let's take the greatest writer in Western civilization, arguably, ever, and let's make it ours and ruin it. Good job. For normies. Yeah, that's Rings of Power. Trash. From an avid reader of it, it's awful. Okay. God, it's such a good book too, man. Like, even in the end, like when they're going into the second and third age, or yeah, like with Numenor and stuff, it's good enough on its own. It doesn't need rewriting at all. It doesn't. Okay, silver screwed too. Just going to silver. What silver's doing on the monthly, identified this on Scott Carney's stream. I was just looking at the monthly. We both chose to look at it. And it's crazy, man. With a monthly candle close from February of 2008. Last month, you broke it. Bearish engulfing candle. And this month, you are, you got 2 weeks to go. But right now, you are successfully back testing that old high as resistance. At the same time, you are back testing after breaking the 200-month moving average. That is resistance too. You're sitting at 41 on the RSI. Dude, look at the price action. You tell me chat. What would be coming next? If this is a true successful bearish backtest, what's coming for silver based on historical price action? Not my feelings, not your opinion. What happens next? If this is real and is respected, what happens next, chat? I'll let you answer, okay? Where's the third mountain? Yeah, dude. Vancouver Dream. Good one, man. Very good. Yeah, 3 mountains. I had a few answers. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the people that were, you know, actually participated in the engagement, 1387 is the target. So that means from here, there is 27% downside on silver. It might take a year. A year, it might take that long, but that's the target if you stay below 1982 long enough. Okay. Okay. Other stuff, man. Like US oil. You know, US oil is going to 75 bucks on the monthly. Look at this. I mean, right? It's the only thing that makes sense. Go to $75. You might hold that and bounce. And you might do stuff like this, but I'm just telling you, right? I mean, look at your monthly, how, yeah, you had price action that went above 114, 115, right? But in the end, that was it. You reversed after testing that and failing. So if you ever break $75, you know it's very high probability you're going to $42 in time. A lot of these energy stocks, man, look like they're done too. Dude, I'm so tired, man. I'm exhausted. Yeah, it's just like, wow, man. Yeah, bearish engulfing candle was confirmed yesterday too, below $87. Just bad. Yeah, $75 target in time if you're patient. It all ended with a cyclical bearish shark pattern. It was here before it even completed, went up, it was perfect. You had all the time in the world to own US oil. I did the measurement on it from the bottom. It's really like where, you know, from the bottom, actually, when it went to zero, the futures did, to the top, it went up 47,000%. I thought it was higher than that. Weird. It says 47,000%. Natural gas. I mean, it looked good, and then it just pretty much engulfed. A lot of indecision here. You're still making higher lows, and it looked like you might have been going to attempt to rally, but now like the sell-off yesterday is just kind of making you ask questions like, what happened, man? We're not going to go run and test $10 again? Oh, I don't know. I got problems, man. Right? I think there's a big mystery. I mean, it's a long-term uptrend for sure, but it's been such a good run that there's just limited upside because of the insane, just like US oil, right? It just keeps going like that. Well, yeah, for now, it's still in the bull trend. That is not in jeopardy yet at all. I'm just saying, it's kind of like in between two inflection points too. Okay. Looks like Scott might have to reschedule the podcast. Family stuff. And it's kind of good because I'm like gonna pass out when stream ends. Like, I'm so tired, dude. No energy right now. Let's look at some food commodities. Rice, a king. Nothing new. All it does is win. Rice futures. Probably going to 20 bucks, $25 in time. I mean, at this rate, the way it's going. Soybeans, trying to hold on to 1436. Trying to make higher lows. If it breaks 1454 for real, you could end up seeing 1585 again. All it's doing, it's in an uptrend and it's pivoting, making it a higher low. It's crazy. Even after the massive drawdown. Wheat, bearish and golden candle yesterday, but still rounding out after making a full, 100% retrace. I think you could go test 919 in time, but this is just such a good uptrend right now, man. So good. We were looking at corn, you're still working on this completing the inverse head and shoulders, 738.
Update. I got the job at the IRS I applied for. I infiltrated and will protect you, Mitch.
Thanks, Raytoshi, man. I really appreciate it. I wish I could rely on that. That'd be great, dude. That's crazy, though. If you really...
Zombie Mitch. Can we have a look at Uber? 0.014000000 ETH.
Yeah, we can look at Uberman. We can look at it, all right? Thank you. We'll look at Uber. Well, it looks actually kind of okay right now, doesn't it? Insane. So I'm thinking like 743 in time that could happen. Remember, it's just crazy. You've been in this massive uptrend. You had a buying climax. You reversed. But you pivoted, making a higher low than the previous low. Now attempting a rally. Pretty insane. We've been paying attention to lean hog futures. Oh, yeah. What was once resistance, February 24th, what was once resistance, April 21st, is now support. And again, you are at a level where it's a breakout, of sorts, right? This is, I guess we would say 146.95 for the high for 2014, but man, you can understand how high this thing could go eventually. This is your stake. So bullish, unstoppable food prices. You will eat the bugs. And this chart's telling you why you'll eat the bugs. Because people will be too poor to afford steaks. Steaks and hogs. Can't be really bullish on hogs until lean hog futures until you break above $98 again. But yeah, if it did break, you might see a gap. You could run all the way up to fill one of these gaps up here. 113, just not yet. Okay. Orange juice futures, hard to say. It looks like it's showing so much distribution, but it's still hanging on to a key inflection point. So it's like you can't go full on bearish yet. It is still such a strong uptrend for now. Still above the 200-day moving average. You have to be kind of bullish. It showed bearish divergence right here, but it's still above the levels. When you fall below 164, you can't really be bullish anymore. But then it could just end up making a higher low than 151 and then run again. It's insane, man. You got a real level here that market participants, buyers are trying to defend for dear life. That's all I got on that one. Okay, anyway, I'm just getting through this, man. All right. Link to Ethereum, which was a request. We only had 2 requests today, man. It's dead stream. Dead stream. So with this one, yeah, it had a massive markup yesterday. It got above actually a very real level. It got above that 2019 peak at 4,780. Certainly in a downtrend, but yeah, it's cool that it's above the 200-day moving average again. And you're trying to make a higher low than the previous low, which is something that all it does is lower highs, lower lows forever, right? But yeah, you gotta understand where it's at. I think it's an 886. Looks like an 886, like an all-time 886 low to high. It fell below the 886, right? So you're definitely in areas where, hey man, lower risk is definitely where massive reversals can occur eventually, but I don't know if there's enough evidence yet. And this thing is, if it makes a lower high than 6,421, it's just doing the same thing it's been doing for 2 years, which is always underperforming. But yeah, now, okay. As of yesterday, you broke back above an inflection point and a key level from 2019, and you can see the price action here too. Yep. I don't see a structural development or anything, but you can see the price action's kind of a lot of times up, and then down, and then up, and then down. So, I mean, if it ran to 7,679, I mean, it might just be repeating history, right? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Higher low. Nice. I did it. Yeah. Uber. We were looking at this on Scott's stream today. As you can see, a beautiful downtrend. You have supply line. You broke that, right? You even, it was nice how you broke back above a key inflection point, 28.43. And then you tested the supply line perfectly and the 200-day moving average, rejected it, sold off, and then buyers defended this key level from 2019 and 2020. You can see it. It held. And then there was hidden bullish divergence, implying a continuation upward. So right now, this TA is being respected. And I'm not looking at Uber every day or ever really, but it's interesting, right? I mean, I think the upside could take you to 36.25 from here. Sure, 36.25 would be a target, right? If you ever broke 26 or 36.25, the next target would be $42, the high from February 2020, right? It's all about the peaks and valleys, man. And you've broken a multi-month, we'll say. I mean, over a year and a half long downtrend, at least the supply line. You've tried to make a higher low. You're working on trying to make a higher high. Okay, things are kind of turning around on Uber. And all happening after making what? An 88% retrace from the low. How about that? I mean, almost to the T, like perfect. You know what that is, man? That's like a bullish bat, you know, like a bullish bat completed and you reacted wonderfully. And things have changed. Things have turned around. Price action, right? 886 magic, isn't it? Can be. Yeah. Yeah, Bitcoin, again, just looking at it on the new day, holding 19,650. It's been doing that for going on 13 hours, right? Buyers are just defending it for now. I've been live almost an hour, so I'm like, kind of, dude, I'm exhausted. I guess we could look at a couple things. Let's do the US dollar. Okay. The US dollar, still insane. After all the bearish divergence, still ridiculous. Still above like so many resistances from history, right? Where, you know, like it could end up at like 119 to 120. You know, this was 2000 to 2002 levels. I know it's parabolic, and you have people talking about it every day, being like, "Dude, it's about to pivot, it's about to reverse," and it's like you've been wrong the whole year. You've been wrong all year. You keep saying it. Eventually, you'll be right, I guess. If you keep saying you found a top on the DXY, keep talking about it every day. Yeah, you'll find it eventually, and then you'll be like, "Look, dude, I told you." It's like, dude, you were wrong 15,000 times before. That doesn't count. Boy who cried wolf on DXY. That's the new nursery tale. Okay, has a really good ring to it. What was the song, dude? Okay, great. All right, gotta look at Google, because Google did something really, really bad. The bear flag. was breached on the CPI report yesterday in decision, which is terrible. And now follow through, and it now officially was your lowest daily candle close since April 1st, 2021. That happened on Google, okay? The target's 95, 97, a gap fill back from February 2021. Don't know why you wouldn't see that. And if you understand Fibonacci retraces, you got a long way to go before anything even makes sense. There's not even formal support, dude, to like $76 or maybe even $85. So much more downside on Google. It's beautiful bearish consolidation. There's just more downside. That's it. Yeah, Apple's the most shorted stock on the stock market. That's right. 18 billion shorts in Apple. Apple looking bad too. Yeah, the dollar is the king right now. Anyway, man, there's not much interest at all in my stream right now. So I'm just going to leave and get rest. And probably just private the stream. Okay. Thanks for coming out. I'll be back later. Yeah, you did. I thought I got the other one. My bad, dude. Yeah, Atom, unstoppable. It's ridiculous. It actually is stupid. I mean, this is the daily. The channel been so well respected. Look at you, just can't break the 200-day moving average. Can't believe that. It had to go up this much to see the 200 moving average. That's testament to how obliterated it got. You're still below it. You're just attempting a rally right now. And in fact, what you're doing is you're kind of like back inside of the uptrend, Anas. I know you're there, man. Sorry about that, dude. Hopefully you're still watching. And you can go to the 4 hour and see that like you up thrusted through it. You hit the third target of the trade setup finally. It only took months. That was the third target, the complete exit point. And it dumped after that. Now it's attempting a rally. But the attempted rally, you can clearly see, I haven't adjusted this. I've been up here forever, right? You've had correlation to it very, very well respected, and even on the top side, right? And now you're just back testing as resistance. So it's like you're trying to reconfirm the validity of a supply line that goes back to June 25th as resistance again. Now it may break it, man, because it's Atom and it's been going insane and it's certainly an anomaly. But right now, that's what's happening. So you're like, a short opportunity. I don't know, that's a supply line, man. But you are above the high from June 18th and July of 2021. 1661, the closer you are to that, the better. But dang, man, of all assets, you're trying to short the best performing one that's an anomaly? That's tough, man. What if this thing keeps doing the anomaly thing? Right? Just saying, this is probably one of the worst ones to want to be going short on because it could just stay irrational longer than you could stay solvent. Stop you out, keep going. And then after you get stopped out a few days later, then it collapses. It's tough, man. It's like one of the only winners out there in crypto, right? This and KNC. Might as well, you better off just going short on Doge, short it to 4.2 cents and leave it alone, man. Probably in better shape than going short on Atom, all right? No, Ethereum is not worth buying right now. It's not. It's just not. I've already looked at Ethereum, dude. I'm tired, man. I'm exhausted. I was ending the stream if you didn't see. I don't care what it does the next day or two. Dude, it's just like it made lower highs. 2 lower highs in the previous high. That's exactly what the S&P did. And that was what told us everything about what was coming next. Everything. Confirmation of distribution. confirmation that there are less market participants owning the asset the date of August 24th and September 11th than the date of August 14th. That's just not bullish right now. Below the 200 moving average, nearing 1420. I think you're going to go test it. And I don't know if you're going to be as fortunate this time. If you break that 1420, the probability is high you will eventually see $1,000 again. The bad action magnet move. And this would be a bullish bat pattern eventually down there. That might be a level to just pay attention. But for now, you're just not at a good area. You're not, man. I'm sorry. I don't care if it goes up from here. It's just not a good level. Okay, and just big one again, like holding on to the December 16th, 2017 cycle top. That's this level to the cent. $19,650.01. Here it is. Pinpoint precise. And this is the correlation you're receiving to it. 13 hours testing it, testing it, testing it. Okay, I'm falling asleep. All right. I'm pretty sure that was the last request. That certainly was. Okay. Later.
De você.